I'm going to walk you through the full funnel that we use to generate near $30,000 a month in traffic ticket cases for our criminal defense client, sometimes hitting over $1,000 in a single day. He became the self-confessed traffic ticket king of Texas. So I'm not going to leave out any detail, because the best part is I'm going to show you how we turned these simple traffic tickets into 200 reviews and massive high-ticket felony cases. So this page is the entry point to the funnel. This is where we send Google traffic and also SEO traffic. Right now, he's on page 1 for Texas Traffic Ticket Lawyer, and also in big cities around Texas, he has a page 1 ranking, for example, in Dallas. All of our traffic goes to this page, and this landing page is designed to get them to convert. So we have a headline that makes it really easy, shows them how frictionless it is to get this problem solved. You want to show them how you can fix their problem without these problems: court records, points. Right? This form, I'm going to come back to that in a second, because that helps us to get higher priced clients than the 52. Some will be 52, but the majority won't be. We have a 98% success rate, so we show some social proof so they know they've handled this before. A graphic here to show them how simple the process is. You want to we built this full process in a very simple way for them from start to finish, right? And that's key. You need the back-end system for this to work. Again, more social proof and some frequently asked questions. The cool thing about this form is you're not going to be able to handle bigger traffic ticket cases for a $52 price. The $52 price is designed for these really quick and simple, easy to execute, doesn't take a lot of staff effort and staff time cases. And for the other ones, you want to get them to call your office. So let's see how that works on this form. So with this form, all of these questions here are designed to disqualify people who are not a good fit for this $52 service. If they aren't a good fit for the $52 service, we're going to get them to call the office. So you'll see, do you have a commercial driver's license? If they do, it's going to disqualify them and push them out of the form. So if I click yes and submit, it says, sorry, unfortunately you don't qualify for this offer. Please call our office instead. So we have a bunch of questions. We've got 15 questions that disqualify people out of the funnel and get them to call the office if they're a higher ticket case. So now let's look at when they don't have these disqualifiers. So do you have a commercial driver's license? No. Do you have a warrant? No, because obviously if they do, that's a more complicated case. Did the incident happen in a school or construction zone? No. So you can see how these questions are designed to push them out of the funnel. If it's 15 miles an hour or more, that's a more complicated case. Again, it's going to push them out of the funnel. So you want to select here 15 or less. And then this page here, they can upload their ticket, so the front desk can work on it immediately. In the back end of this system, they're going to get that ticket on their computer so they can see it and they can work on the case very quickly and straight away. Now, if they make it to the end of the questionnaire without disqualifying themselves, so that means they're a very simple and easy case to handle and they qualify for this $52 offer. If they don't, and it's a more complicated case, they're going to have to call the office, and the office is going to try to make that sale and figure out what their case was, because it's a bit more complicated. And those are going to run from $400 and up for those more complicated cases. So some of the cases that they handle are these volume, small ticket $52 cases, but the vast majority of the revenue comes from these bigger ticket cases. If they are qualified for the $52 offer, you can see they'll be able to make payment in here. So it's very easy for them. For the $52 cases, all of the back end is automated. That means the team has all of the information they need to handle this case, the case number, date of birth, everything relevant to that case. It's in Clio, which is where they manage the matter, and they have an automated checklist that they can run through to smash these cases out at a higher volume. So we had to prepare them for taking on this higher volume of cases by building systems that allowed them to really go through the cases quickly and systematically and not get overwhelmed with it. Now I want to show you what happens if they are a bigger ticket case, because this is where phone sales are going to come in. So as I said before, if they don't qualify for the $52 offer, they're going to be pushed out of that form and they're going to have a phone number. At that point, they have a phone number in the form itself and on the top right-hand corner of the page, meaning the only thing that they can do at that point is call the front desk. The front desk is going to take that call, find out what their specific charge is, and quote them a price. So these are going to be higher ticket cases than the $52 ones. So for example, if the incident happened in a construction zone, a school zone, if it was over 50 miles an hour, the speed limit, or if there was an assault involved, all of these more complicated cases, and each one is going to have obviously a higher ticket price depending on what it is. So what we started doing is taking payment over the phone to convert more of these people. Once payment was made, we directed them to a portal that I built to collect their information. That meant that once they entered their information in the form, it would create the contract and send it out. So just as we automated the simple $52 ticket cases with automated contracts and the back end that helped them to fulfill these cases, we did the same with the higher ticket ones also, meaning they didn't have to spend time creating a contract from scratch for each person, each case, because the amount of volume that we were doing just made that unfeasible, and this automated system was necessary for scale. So as I said, the front desk were taking payments on the phone, and on the phone they would say, cool, your payment has been handled. Head over to ticketsgone.com to enter your information. That way, when they arrived at this portal here, they were able to enter their information, and that automates the back end of the contracts. So after they enter their information into here, we can start working on their case and the contracts get sent out automatically. You want to make this page something easy, so tickets gone is something that you can verbally say on the phone really easily, and they're not going to make any mistakes when going to that website. And that allowed us to take payment and then direct them to this website all in one pass. And on this page, you have to make this as simple as possible. So really foolproof. Here are the next steps. Fill out the short form below, have a clear photo of your traffic ticket ready because they're going to be asked to upload that, and make the next steps of the case clear. We'll email your contract within 10 minutes, e-sign it, and then we'll start working on the case. So this is a foolproof system that not only allowed us to scale up the $52 smaller cases, but also automate these bigger ones, because you want to reduce as much work as possible for the front desk and make sure that we can scale up efficiently. So now I want to talk about the beauty of this system, because on first glance, it might seem a bit weird. Why are they going into traffic tickets and trying to dominate traffic tickets? Well, the goal in the beginning wasn't to dominate traffic tickets. That was a side effect. What we wanted in the beginning was a system whereby we could do a lot of low ticket cases at scale, and from those cases get more reviews. On the back end of the system, we have a automation that requests a review from every single closed case. That means we get real reviews from real people that we've done real work for. And this allowed us to gather over 200 reviews and direct them at our Google business profiles to not only increase visibility, but also improve our reputation and improve our star rating. The other side of the coin is all of these people, now they have an experience of actively working with the firm. So who are they going to call when they have a higher ticket case or another problem, legal problem that arises in the future? It's probably going to be you. So what we did was, attached to that review automation was also an upsell PDF that lets them know right off the bat, we know we handled your traffic ticket case, but look, we also do high ticket felonies, DWI, and all these other practice areas. We listed them out so they know that's what we handled. At the end of our review automation, bear in mind these people have either left a review or have not, and we need to get them to leave a review. We also had someone call every single one of these traffic ticket cases after it was closed out. So this was part of the review automation. And if they'd already left a review, what we would then do is switch it up and say, hey, glad that we worked together. If a need arises in the future, then this is our number. Take it down, put it in your phone, and give us a call. We have directly attributed high ticket cases to this method. So this funnel effectively solves a couple things that firms struggle with a lot. One is getting reviews at any sort of volume, and two is getting more high value cases. So you know that this is a reputation game. The more you're known, the better chances you have when something comes up. So this gets the firm more exposure and also more reviews, which is something that every firm needs, especially in today's competitive market. If you enjoyed watching this video, I know you're going to enjoy watching this next one where I show you exactly how the review system works in more detail.